On. On! Stop. Stop! Down. Down! Who's beside me now? An old man, blind and foolish. My father, back from the dead to be with me. As if he hadn't died. No, simply back from the dead, to be with me. In this strange place. Can he hear me? Yes, he must hear me. To answer me? No, he doesn't answer me. Just be with me. That sound you hear is the sea. I say that sound you hear is the sea. We are sitting on the strand. I mention it because the sound is so strange, so unlike the sound of the sea, that if you didn't see what it was, you wouldn't know what it was. Hooves! Hooves! Again! Train it to mark time. Shoe it with steel and tie it up in the yard. Have it stump all day. A 10-ton mammoth back from the dead. Shoe it with steel and have it tramp the world down. Listen to it. Listen to the light now. You always loved light. Not long past noon and all the shore in shadow and the sea out as far as the island. You would never live this side of the bay. You wanted the sun on the water for that evening bathe you took once too often. But when I got your money, I moved across, as perhaps you may know. We never found your body, you know. That held up probate in unconscionable time. They said there was nothing to prove you hadn't run away from us all and alive and well under a false name in the Argentine, for example. That grieved Mother greatly. I'm like you in that. Can't stay away from it, but I never go in. No, I think the last time I went in it was with you. Just be near it. Today it's calm, but I often hear it above in the house and walking the roads and start talking. Oh, just loud enough to drown it. Nobody notices. But I'd be talking now no matter where I was. I once went to Switzerland to get away from the cursed thing, and never stopped all the time I was there. I usedn't to need anyone, just to myself, stories. There was a great one about an old fellow called Bolton. I never finished it. I never finished any of them. I never finished anything. Everything always went on forever. Bolton. Bolton! There, before the fire. Before the fire with all the shutters. No, hangings, all the hangings drawn and the light. No light, only the light of the fire. Sitting there in the... No, standing there on the hearth rug before the fire with his arms on the chimney piece and his head on his arms. Standing there, waiting in the dark before the fire in his old red dressing gown and no sound in the house of any kind. Only the sound of fire. Standing there in his old red dressing gown, might go on fire any minute, like when he was a child. No, that was his pyjamas. Standing there, waiting in the dark, no light, only the light of the fire, and no sound of any kind, only the fire. An old man in great trouble. Ring then at the door, and over he goes to the window and looks out between the hangings. Fine old chap, very big and strong. Bright winter's night, snow everywhere, bitter cold. White world, cedar boughs bending under load, and then as the arm goes up to the ring again, recognises. Holloway. Yes, Holloway. Recognises Holloway. Goes down and opens. Outside all still, not a sound. Dog's chain maybe, or a bough groaning if you stood there listening long enough. White world. Holloway with his little black bag, not a sound, bitter cold, full moon small and white, crooked tail of Holloway's galoshes. Vaguer in the lie, very green. Vaguer in the lie, very green. Following conversation, then on the step, no, in the room, back in the room. Following conversation, then back in the room. Holloway, my dear Bolton, is now past midnight. If you would please be good enough... Gets no further. Bolton, please. Please. Dead silence then. Not a sound. Only the fire, all coal, burning down now. Holloway on the hearthrug trying to toast his hearth. Bolton. Where's Bolton? No light, only the fire. Bolton at the window, his back to the hangings, holding them a little apart with his hand looking out. White world, even the spire white to the vein. Most unusual. Silence in the house, not a sound. Only the fire, no flames now. Embers. Embers. Shifting, lapsing, furtive-like. Dreadful sound. Holloway on the rug, fine old chap. 6 foot, burly, legs apart, hands behind his back, holding up the tails of his old McFarlane. Bolton at the window. Grand old figure in his old red dressing gown, back against the hangings, hands stretched, out widening the chink, looking up. White world, great trouble, not a sound, only the embers. Sound of dying, dying glow. Holloway, Bolton, Bolton, Holloway, old men, great trouble, white world, not a sound. Listen to it. Close your eyes and listen to it. What would you think it was? A drip? A drip? Again? No! Father! Stories. Stories, years and years of stories, till the need came on for me, for someone to be with me, anyone, a stranger, to talk to. Imagine he hears me, years of that, and then now for someone who knew me in the old days, anyone, to be with me. Imagine he hears me, what I am, now. No good either. Not there either. Try again. White world, not a sound. Holloway. Holloway says he'll go. Damned if he'll sit up all night before a black rat. Doesn't understand. Call a man out, an old friend in the cold and dark. An old friend, urgent need. Bring the bag. Then not a word, no explanation, no heat, no light. Bolton, please. Please. Holloway, no refreshment, no welcome. Chill to the measure, catch his death, can't understand. Strange treatment. Old friend says he'll go. Doesn't move, not a sound. Fire dying, white beam from window, ghastly scene. Wishes to God he hadn't come. No good, fire out, bitter cold, great trouble, white world. Not a sound, no good. No good. Can't do it. Listen to it. Father? You wouldn't know me now. You'd be sorry you ever had me. But you were that already. A washout. That's the last I heard from you, a washout. Are you coming for a dip? No. Come on, come on. No. Glare stumped to door, turn, glare. A washout, that's all you are, a washout. Again. Slam life shut like that. Washout. Wish to Christ she had. Never met Ada? Did you or did you? I can't remember. No matter. No one would know him now. What turned him against me, do you think? The child, I suppose. Horrid little creature. Wish to God we'd never had her. I used to walk with her in the fields. Jesus, that was awful. She wouldn't let go of my hand and I'm mad to talk. Run along now, Addie, and look at the lambs. No, Mama. Go on now, go on. No, Mama. Go on with you when you're told and look at the lambs. Ada too. Conversation with her. That was something. That's what hell will be like. Small chat to the babbling of Leith about the good old days when we wished we were dead. Price of margarine 50 years ago. And now. Price of bluebell now. Father? Tired of talking to you. That was always the way. Walk all over the mountains with you, talking and talking, and then suddenly mum and home in misery and not a word to a soul for weeks. Sulky little bastard. Better off dead.